Hey, what's going on, everybody? Troy here with the Half Court Report, and today's video, this is going to be fun. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. I've seen other NBA YouTubers do reaction videos, and that's what I'm doing today. It's going to be a lot of fun. So what are we reacting to? 10 NBA trades that will happen in 2020, courtesy of NBA Zone. I'm going to link all their info to their channel in this description. So yeah, let's see what we got going on. Let me know if you like these type of reaction videos in the comments, and maybe I'll do more of them. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Now that the NBA season has been put on hold, game reports seem to have
NBA season put on hold.
And with every NBA analyst giving their 2 cents on what they think will happen next season.
All right, let's see who we got. We got Aaron Gordon in the video. He's definitely potentially going to be traded.
Top 10 trades that will
yeah, top 10 trades. And we got Davis Bertans. Okay, maybe.
Notifications button so that you don't miss out on all of our
Make sure you subscribe to this channel as well. Like the video. Rudy Gobert to the Atlanta Hawks, she said. I guess my first thought on this is, yeah, okay, there were the rumors that Rudy Gobert was potentially going to be traded, all because he and Donovan Mitchell had those issues after, before the NBA shutdown. We all know about that. But this is interesting for Clint Capella because Atlanta just traded for him. So I don't know why they would trade for Rudy Gobert. Clint Capella's barely played for him.
Their relationship took a massive turn for the worse. And although they have
Rudy Gobert, I would say, is definitely a better player on the defensive end. It seems odd that they would give up on Capella already.
Out the Star Center as a precaution. We think that the Jazz, who are currently the 4th best team in the West, will want to play.
Yeah, and would the Jazz want to mess up their chemistry by doing that?
We predict that Gobert will be sent to Atlanta for Clint Capella and a future second-round pick. This trade is great for Utah because they would acquire a solid rim protector on an affordable
Yeah, so Capella and a second-round pick for Gobert.
On the other hand, this trade would also be great for Atlanta
I don't
because they would
see
acquire
it.
an experienced center who is still in his prime. As a result, this would help.
Especially Atlanta is still a few years away from competing, so why would they want Gobert, who's more of a win-now type player?
To the Denver Nuggets. Bradley Beal is
okay, Brad Beal to the Denver Nuggets. Of course, we've heard about Brad Beal being involved in trade rumors for a really, really long time. I think it's probably more of a matter of if that happens, or when that happens, than if that happens. Denver is not a team I'd really thought about. I guess any trade with Denver would have to include, you got to think Jamal Murray, right? Or, because Gary Harris isn't going to be enough.
It's hard to see why. Averaging an insane 30 points per game, he is truly
Beal is, what, is he definitely one of the top shooting guards in the league for sure.
NBA contenders could gain a lot from having him on their squad. We think that the Denver Nuggets could be a great option, especially considering their lack of superstar guards outside of Jamal Murray. As a result, we predict that Bradley Beal will be dealt to the Nuggets in exchange for Gary Harris, Michael Porter Jr., and 2 first-round picks.
So Gary Harris, Porter Jr., couple first-round picks. I don't see Denver getting off of Michael Porter Jr. anytime soon.
Trade would be mutually beneficial, as it would allow the Nuggets to contend now, while giving the Wizards a bunch of young pieces to build around.
If the Wizards could get that for Beal,
John Wall returns. Number 8,
I love Porter.
Myles Turner to the San Antonio Spurs. While Myles
Turner to the Spurs, okay.
Center, he has been outclassed this season by Domantas Sabonis. As a result, if the Pacers...
That's an interesting trade, because as she just mentioned, with Sabonis on the team, he's the superior player to Myles Turner. He's made an all-star team. He's a better interior scorer, better passer. Myles Turner, he's going to give you a little bit as far as defense with blocks and with threes, but I think their future is definitely with Sabonis, and they've shown that they really can't play together very well.
Would like to become a contender, they would need to replace Turner with a more experienced
Turner's also from Texas.
To the San Antonio Spurs. They've been on the decline since Kawhi's exit, and would
the Spurs need players. They need guys who can really play. They need guys who have still maybe untapped potential.
Experience and solid productivity of Aldridge, while also gaining a young yet useful starter in White.
So Aldridge,
the Spurs would have
Derrick
a solid
White,
young center in Myles Turner, and an effective 6th man in Jeremy Lamb. So for the
I don't hate it.
both teams, we hope they test this trade out.
In over 1,000 minutes on the court.
That's my man AM Hoops. I got a clip from AM Hoops in here.
They had the 29th ranked offense.
Check out his channel. He's a good guy.
With those two on the floor. With the right role and teammates, Myles Turner could be a valuable player on a really good team. But Sabonis clearly emerged as...
Yeah, that's a good question. Would Myles Turner be better maybe in the San Antonio Spurs system, in the system of another team? Things you got to think about.
Number 7, Derrick Rose to the Los Angeles Lakers. Derrick Rose has been a great asset.
Okay, we got D Rose to the Lakers. That was rumored a little bit earlier this season before the trade deadline because he is in the first year of a 2-year deal with Detroit. When he signed with the Pistons, it's one of those things where he really didn't know what he was getting into as far as the team still had a healthy Blake Griffin. They had Andre Drummond. They thought they were competing for the playoffs. Has not been the case. They are rebuilding.
Averaging 18 points and 6 assists per game. However, with the Pistons being one of the worst teams in the NBA,
oh yeah, he was 6th man of the year candidate.
It makes little sense to keep the experienced guard around. So, we anticipate a trade that moves Rose to the sunny streets of Los Angeles in exchange for Kyle Kuzma and a 2024 second-round pick.
Kuzma and a pick.
For Detroit, as they would land a solid young talent in Kuzma, along with a pick for the future.
You know, that's not terrible. So you'd have Kuzma along with Sekou Doumbouya. I would assume they're re-signing Christian Wood, so that's their front line. I figure they'll draft a point guard in the draft.
Los Angeles, on the other hand, would get a high-impact point guard who could be just the push they need to beat out their Western Conference rivals.
Rose would help their bench play for sure.
We are sure that both teams would benefit in the long run. Number 6, Kevin Love to the Portland Trailblazers. Kevin Love is still a very talented forward. However, the veteran is wasting away.
There's been rumors of that because he's from that area.
That is in full tank mode. Thus, we think the Cavaliers would unload him for some young talent. Although they have already rejected
Love's contract is just so big, it's hard to match salaries. That's his issue.
While it may be tough to get the Cavs to agree to terms, we think that trading Love for Hassan Whiteside and a 2021 for
Hassan, you can't trade him for Hassan Whiteside. The dude's on an expiring contract. You can't. That's not possible to do. He's not even going to have a contract with Portland next year. You can't trade him.
First-round pick would be fair. This would be ideal, as Love would be back in his home state of Oregon.
Makes no sense whatsoever.
To elevate the Trailblazers to true playoff status. On the other hand, Whiteside could be a talented forward for the.
If you're going to trade him for a guy who's not even on the Trailblazers, why don't you just trade him for Clyde Drexler?
Cavs to pair with Drummond, and a first-round pick would land Cleveland a young talent that could develop into something special. Therefore, considering both teams' short and long-term goals, this trade makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense. This is an interview of them informing Kevin Love that he's being traded to Portland for a guy who doesn't have a contract with the team.
It's a place that,
makes no sense.
Love playing.
See, that's how hard it is to trade Kevin Love. You have to trade him for guys that don't even have contracts on the team.
No, it's a fun place to come and play. The crowd.
Oh, this is unreal. All right, maybe this next one will be better. Who we got? All right, come on, Kevin.
Number 5, Davis Bertans.
All right, Davis Bertans.
Bertans has had a breakout.
This is another guy on an expiring contract.
Season for the Wizards this year, averaging a career high of 15 points per game while shooting 43% from the 3. However, at 27 years of age, he is likely not a part of Washington's long-term rebuild. As a result, we could see the Boston...
Okay, so they want to trade Davis Bertans, another guy on an expiring contract, to the Celtics. Washington has said they want to re-sign Bertans. They've talked about how he's in their future plans.
The Celtics trading for Bertans in exchange for a 2021 first-round pick, Romeo Langford, and Semi Ojeleye. This would be ideal. As
yeah, I mean that's a nice trade, but
while the Wizards would bring a nice haul of young assets to help propel the team.
The only way you could do that would be some sort of sign and trade deal.
Aaron Gordon to the Phoenix Suns. While
Aaron Gordon to Phoenix,
a great defensive player and a notoriously good dunker, he is not helping.
Well, one thing about this trade, he actually has a few more years left on his deal, so this trade could be there's potential for that one, at least. I'll give him that.
The Orlando Magic's measly 24th ranked offense. As a result, we think that the Phoenix Suns,
Not Devin Booker.
19th ranked defense, would agree to swap Kevin
Oubre
Oubre Jr. for Aaron Gordon. Both would stand to benefit, as the Magic would acquire a new
That's
20
not-
point per night.
That's not a bad trade. That's really not too bad. Orlando needs a small forward because they've got Jonathan Isaac at the 4. So you'd have Oubre, Jonathan Isaac, Nikola Vucevic, or maybe Mo Bamba a little bit too. And Phoenix, they need a 4 to put with Ayton.
Shooter, while the Suns would acquire a great defensive piece to pair beside Booker and Ayton. We're confident that if this trade were to fall through, both teams could expect to make the playoffs next season. Number 3, Julius Randle to the Phoenix Suns. There is no question that...
So now we got Julius Randle to Phoenix. So it's almost like, okay, if Aaron Gordon doesn't work, your fallback plan is Julius Randle. Yeah, I don't know about that, but...
Julius Randle is a solid player, and with
I know a lot of Knicks fans hate Julius Randle. They hate him.
He could be a great contributor to many NBA franchises. However, he's definitely not the superstar the Knicks wanted, and there's little chance of him ever
getting
the team to the playoffs. Therefore, the Knicks could get a decent haul by trading him for some young
Carmelo hasn't been on the Knicks in years.
They'd agree to deal Randle to the Suns for Mikal Bridges, Dario Saric, and a 2022 first-round pick. This would be great.
Okay. Julius Randle... Did you hear that? Julius Randle for Mikal Bridges, Dario Saric, and a first-round pick? If I'm the Knicks, I have Julius Randle on a plane to Phoenix before I'm even off the phone.
It would not only make the Phoenix Suns a playoff team overnight.
Julius Randle is so inefficient. If you can get a first-round pick for him,
first-round pick that will likely fall just short of the lottery. In short, this trade could be just what the Knicks need to fast-track their rebuild, and exactly what
the Knicks would love that.
End their playoff drought. Number 2, Steven Adams to the Sacramento Kings. Although he nearly averages a double-double per game,
Steven Adams to the Kings.
Really gets the credit he deserves on an OKC team.
Put him with Bagley, I guess.
Such as Chris Paul, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Danilo Gallinari. However,
what about Rashawn Holmes? He's been having a nice year, though, for the Kings.
With this roster. Yet, because they are a small market team, they can't really afford to tank. As a result, they could use a great shooter that can improve their relative
De'Aaron Fox and Steven Adams, that's nice.
Next season will be the last season of Steven Adams' contract. He could realistically be traded to the Kings for Nemanja Bjelica and Harry Giles. This would be great for both teams, as it would provide...
Okay, Harry Giles, another guy who doesn't have a contract next season. So, again, he would have to be re-signed by the Kings for this trade to happen. Bjelica is a good player, especially if Oklahoma City doesn't re-sign Gallinari. He kind of step into that Gallinari spot. That's not a terrible trade if they re-sign Giles.
OKC with a talented shooter in Bjelica and a young prospect in Giles. While the Kings
Bjelica, he can fight too. Remember when he was going against Aaron Aflalo in that game?
And helping them push for a late playoff spot. Number 1, Yanis Antetokounmpo to the Toronto Raptors. It may sound crazy, but
okay, Giannis to the Raptors. I'll tell you right now, unless Pascal Siakam is involved, Milwaukee is hanging up the phone immediately. Okay, let's see what this is about.
Surprised if Giannis Antetokounmpo was traded from Milwaukee to Toronto in a sign-and-trade deal
Serge
with Serge Ibaka, Norman Powell, OG Anunoby, and a 2022 first-round pick. While this would...
Let's unpack that. Giannis for Serge, who's fine, never made an all-star team, but he's a nice backup big, can maybe start sometimes. Serge, Norman Powell, who had forgotten how to play basketball until this past season. And OG Anunoby, who maybe one day, can be like a really good 3-and-D type player. He's getting there. I like him. But No, that's
Take
outrageous.
a lot of convincing on the part of the Raptors.
Why
What
would
many people
Milwaukee
not
do
know
that?
Is that the Antetokounmpo
Giannis,
family is extremely
there's lots
close
of
with Raptors GM Masai Ujiri. In fact, he was
Guppo brothers,
instrumental in helping them migrate
but
from Nigeria to Greece so they could have a better
they don't
life.
grow on trees.
Therefore,
Giannis
if the
doesn't
right
grow on
pieces were
trees.
offered, we see little reason for the Greek freak to not want to go to a team that is not only one of the best in the league, but has a number of international players that
No.
would help him feel right
Come
at home.
on.
Potential free agents.
Yeah, I see this video as one of these types of videos where they're like, okay, let's get all the great players to all the bigger market teams. I mean, you got trade for the Lakers, trade for the Knicks, trade for the Raptors, trade for Boston. That's helping all these teams. I don't see Giannis
That's all we have
getting
for today,
traded.
folks, and thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely take issue with a few of these trades. The Giannis one I think is really, really bad. Of course, the ones where you're trading for guys that won't have contracts, those are a little bad too. You know, definitely some outside the box trades, that's for sure. But yeah, okay, that's the end of this video. So that's gonna be the end of this reaction video for the day today. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know in the comments what you think of these trades. And if you have any reaction videos you'd like for me to do, let me know in the comments, and I'll do those too. These are fun to do. But yeah, thanks again. Thanks for watching. This is Troy with the Half Court Report, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, one more thing. Here's some more videos to check out on the Half Court Report channel. I hope you like them, and thanks for watching.